time to drop.
Welcome back to the Hennisphere, everyone. It's time to rank my first coaster on the Hennisphere scale. This is going to be all of the Batman clones that I have rode. I rode 3, and I have to be honest, all 3 will get a slightly different rank because they're different. So, let's start off with the coaster enthusiast category. For the height, this coaster is right at about 100 feet tall. I know Great White is exactly 108 feet tall. These will all get a score of 5 out of 10. For speed, we're looking at about 55 miles an hour, which is pretty average. I'm going to give it a score of 6 out of 10. Drops. First drop is pretty good on this. That's the only drop. The drop will only get a 6 out of 10. And for G-forces, our 4th category for coaster enthusiasts, G-forces are very good on this ride, especially after that second loop where you curve about a 290 degree helix, if you will. It's a little more than 270 degrees, but it's not quite 360. That pulls close to 4 Gs. These will all get a 7 out of 10 for G-forces. And lastly, wow factor. When these were built, of course, the wow factor was very high. These were some of the first inverted coasters out there. I know Great White was built in 1997. Wow factor will get a 6 out of 10. That's respectable. So, total coaster enthusiast score out of a possible 50 points, you're looking at 30 points. Not bad. Next, we have the general public, or GP scores. Theming, this is where it gets interesting. Theming will be a little bit different. Let's start with Goliath at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Goliath pretty much is a parking lot coaster. That's the term coaster enthusiasts use because it faces the parking lot. You get a view of the parking lot when you're on it. That's not good at all. It gets a 3 out of 10. Great White will earn a 4 out of 10 because there's a lot more greenery and there's a huge sign out front, but the queue line used to go through the building that's next to the coaster, and that features a very cool mural painted by Guy Harvey. And then once you hit the brakes, there is another huge mural on the wall, and also this one has a really good design on the bogey hoods where all the road wheels, guide wheels, and upstop wheels are. It has a great design, like a shark. So, theming, it'll get a 4 out of 10, which still isn't very good, but it does a little bit more than Goliath. Batman the Ride at Six Flags over Texas will earn a 5 out of 10 because it has the Batmobile out front. It has a more elaborate queue line with some items from the movies and whatnot for you to look at and get up close to. And then the station is also somewhat of like a bat cave. It has a different feel to it. So 5 out of 10 there, best out of the clones. Next, we'll move on to the second category, Restraints. Has the normal B&M over-the-shoulder harnesses that click, and sometimes you can get play out of these, sometimes you get stapled, but on that first drop, if you're not trying to hold it open, the harness, it's going to somewhat staple you. So harnesses or restraints, they're nice. Sometimes it's hard to put your arms up, you're a little restricted, and especially because the seats are so close to each other, you're going to hit the people next to you. This will earn a respectable 7 out of 10. That's not bad at all. Next, we have the layout. Now this thing packs a punch, all of them. 5 inversions in about 2,500 feet of track. Very, very good. So 7 out of 10 for the layout. Very good. It has a twisting first drop, 180 degrees, with a vertical loop, followed by a inline twist, or a 0G roll, followed by a second vertical loop, then a helix, then a corkscrew to one direction, a nice swooping turn over the track, followed by a corkscrew to the other direction, and then up into the brake run. Strong layout for such a short coaster, which leads me into the 9th category, the length. This is a pretty short ride. I reckon from the end of the lift hill to the brake run, it's about 40 seconds if the coaster's running like normal. Sometimes it'll be 41 seconds, Other times, if it's running real fast, you're looking at 38 seconds. So that's pretty short. That'll only earn a 5 out of 10. I have my rankings here on my laptop in a Google document, Google Sheets. I plan on sharing this document when I hit 1,000 subscribers, but I already have a lot of coasters ranked on here, so I don't want to share it too early because then you guys won't watch the videos to see my breakdown of these rankings. You'll just read all of them on that document. So coming soon, you'll see what I'm looking at. And the last one is smoothness. It's a B&M. They're very smooth. The only gripe I have against these rides are on the corkscrews. If you're not holding on tightly or if you're not expecting it, you might bang your head around, kind of smash your ears against the restraints. So that'll earn a 7 out of 10. That's pretty good. I would say average rank for this category is 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10, still pretty good. When you add up the GP scores, you get a total of 29 out of 50. So this is an above average coaster for sure. And adding it all together, coaster enthusiast score and GP score, we have a total of 59 points out of 100. This is my first ranking I've ever done, so this coaster will place first. Thank you guys so much. More coasters to come. That was another day in the Hennisphere.